Dindy and Mate right now because they need all the luck they can get as they head into game number 2. Let's head back to our commentary team and with Avicii Gaming. I'll tweet them aside.
Thank you so much, Paul. Navi didn't look as good in game 1 as I thought, but game 2, this is their time trick. They're taking this. We're going to an ace match. Paul.
Wow, you're really going in on all this.
I'm in on the Navi, dude.
Yeah, you're in there.
Navi is back.
Okay.
I disagree heartily.
Well,
God.
I'll tell you one thing I'm already looking forward to is that this mid lane should not be the boring spam fest that it was in the previous.
Now, that is true.
Yeah, it's just kind of cool, right? We got the intricacies of the Tidebringer versus the refraction, the deny damage versus the splash. Oh my goodness, it is a mechanics dream. So much fun. Intricate last.
Now, I will say this Avicii draft, again, a lot of stuns, a lot of disables, a lot of setup for this Mirana. Great ways to start fights. You've got that Naga Siren who can break up fights if they're not really going your way. But Navi do have some options. Maybe a little bit light on control themselves, but that Morphling has proved a very potent hero throughout this entire tournament. And I feel like Kunkka is maybe not an underrated hero, but one that has been very strong.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that instant burst is just, it's kind of ridiculous once you hit that mid game, right? Where you're like level 9, 10, 11 sort of deal. Even before the second point in the boat, it's more about just getting the secondary skill leveled up in the X. But
a little early skirmish here, some damage onto Lil, but a lot going the way of Fenrir. Now Paparazzi joining the party. That stun should secure them a first blood. Maybe a 1-for-1. Fenrir, no, the auto attack misses, but now Paparazzi in some trouble himself. Has to tango up as he eats the tree. Fenrir comes back in, will pay with his life, but makes it a 2-for-1 as Velor gets brought down. Paparazzi with a double to start things off on the Mirana as he picks up the bounty.
yeah, it looks like Fenrir was just a little too concerned there, thinking that it might have caused a death onto the Mirana. So the fact that he dies, Paparazzi will then drop a salve in the fountain for him to bring up to him, and Courier Jakiro will make sure Paparazzi's good to go.
Now that is serious team love right there,
ya.
Trent. Core buying a salve.
So mid lane, there were concerns, of course, in terms of the ganks.
Arrow
Oh my.
connects on Morphling. The Naga Siren sets it up. It's a pretty easy one for Paparazzi, and another kill for Avicii Gaming. This aggro tri-lane in the top already off to a ferocious start.
It's nice that Fenrir gets the kill too, right? You know, yeah, I sacrificed myself. He survived before. I was your courier. Now I get a little bit of gold.
3-1 already. So, where are we at here? Mid lane, seems like it's fairly well positioned for the at least right now. Kind of excited to see how this one will fare, if the TA will actually be able to pull ahead or if Dendy can dominate. But back in the top lane, we'll see more damage coming the way onto Navi, and this time it's Lil that ends up in the grave.
Problems of the Morphling games, you know, not the strongest hero early on. Definitely feels like he needs a little bit of protection. Our bottom lane's boring. Our mid lane might have some things happening, but for the most part, I'd say 80% of our action going to be up
You don't want to
here.
watch Sand King Clockwork just farm
I mean,
the lane?
the kill threat is incredible with the burrow out of Fogs. And
I did hear Power Cogs do a lot of damage, but now back up top. Fenrir taking some big-time right clicks, and the Thunder Strike will get him low, but Fenrir actually does live as he sticks up and eats a tree. Almost a kill for Navi, but they fall short.
Trying to make sure we don't miss anything up there, but I am seeing Dendy. He's going to work. He's using that level 2 in the Tidebringer, get that bonus damage. You're hitting for like 100 damage on the creeps with your denies.
Back up top, lot him. You're not going to be able to look at this mid lane, Trent. Just give up
exciting,
on it.
okay?
Now Navi going to be able to find their first kill in this lane. It doesn't look like it. Paparazzi jumps in, putting a lot of damage onto Velor. That last auto attack will actually secure the kill, but Paparazzi gets another. Fenrir on the backside with a 2-hero dual breath. Won't be able to pursue to finish off Lil, but the pressure is real. So about that mid lane.
7-7 denies now. It's looking great. Look at this thing. 11-7, 8-4.
Wait, Trent, we're going to have to hold that thought. Paparazzi up top. He's initiated on again. This time the static storm. No, it's a kinetic field. My bad. The right clicks are there, and they end the dominating streak of Paparazzi. Velor gets the kill.
Yeah, you got me. All right? Yeah, you happy with yourself?
Now, Trent, this bottom lane.
We don't need to look far. We're done with that place. That's
2 heroes mid, though, for Navi. The Naga Siren kind of rotating in and now heading back up top. Farm starting to tip in favor of Crystallize. He does have 10 last hits, and now Paparazzi up to about 6. Been non-stop act.
Yeah, mostly just a battle of the old deaths. So despite the little last hit disparity, in terms of net worth, he's way up. 800 right now to the Mirana, and the Sand King's actually following shortly after. So we don't want to get carried away with these last hits just yet.
Not yet. We'll see. This tri-lane definitely favoring
Look at the
Vici,
little
though.
wraparound they got here. Some pressure on the Lil. I don't know.
There is a dire ward, though, so they have pretty good intel. They know what's going on.
He's playing well around the range creep as well, just making sure like there can't be a net arrow or anything.
Morphling, definitely not the hero you want in these kind of try situations. Hero just so much damage with that dual breath. He did go for the second point in liquid fire.
All right, don't worry about your mana cost that way. That's sure.
True.
He was getting a little bit low. Maybe thought like his spam was going to run out here.
Oh, now the net onto Crystallize. Arrow from Paparazzi, not going to be there in time, but the leap into the tree line, he saves it for Velor. The short duration stun, but the Skywrath not known for his survivability in the early levels, and that last auto attack from Mirana brings him down. Lon M with a net. No real follow-up there, but Vici continuing to dominate this try-on-try.
Mirana might not be the hardest to pick, but we have seen her run on the side lane already this tournament, and one thing she can bring to these little lanes is just some nice, annoying right-click damage, and then the follow-up stun when it's possible, and she even has a nuke to boot. So maybe she won't scale as well with the same farm as the Morphling, but currently they are destroying, because look at the two supports she has. So tanky. Jakiro, Naga.
Oh my, another 2-hero dual breath from Fenrir. He will go down, but sets it up for his Mirana once more as Lil gets finished off. Paparazzi could be in some trouble, does have a lot of stick charges. Waveform forward, Crystallize. Keen to finish off this one as Velor with another Arcane Bolt secures the kill. Now Lanham left alone, but Fenrir's respawn.
He's got lots of charges too on the Morphling though. Dives right in.
Lanham goes down, and now it's just Fenrir. All of a sudden, Vici Gaming falling apart in this top lane, and that advantage they had goes right back the way of Navi. Arrow does connect onto the Skywrath, so we might have spoke too soon. Paparazzi now, will he find a solo kill?
He's got 10
or
charges.
Is it going to be turned the other way? A couple of stick charges on Paparazzi, but Velor, he's going to pop his own. He'll stay alive. 4 HP on the Mirana. She actually lives. Lanham able to pick up that bounty room. Velor doesn't want to die for it. Lil will finish him off, but they still get Velhor on the backside. So much chaos here as now Lanham is solo against Lil and Crystallize, trying to make it back, and he's not going to make it. Kinetic Field hits him. Out comes that extra damage, and Crystallize actually might not be able to finish this kill.
But this bottom lane, I mean, it has just been incredible.
Well, it has been incredible for 11. Oh, wow, Ori died now.
Yeah, that was,
yeah, thanks for that. But 11 is level 7. The Clockwork is only level 5. This bottom lane is actually really bad for Navi. It hasn't been an even farm fest. It has been the Sand King show.
there's no real kill threat, but you have the cost.
There's no kill threat? What? Okay, you were right. I thought he was dead 100%. That's my bad.
My bad, guys.
General lives. The epicenter just doesn't do as much as he thought. I overreacted, man. I really screwed that.
Okay. Well, we'll get there.
Despite all this chaos, 8 to 9 in the first 7 minutes, it's relatively even. Vici have a very small net worth lead. Let's look at the net worth breakdown.
We didn't applaud as well, Lil. When you got that kill, he followed up with that nice little ward on the high ground. That's how he got the chase to top rock.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you were following the top fight, but you got to give credit to. Lil had a rough game.
You're absolutely right.
We got to build him back up here. I need some tips from my Skywrath. You know, he was the demotivator last game. He needs to look inward. He's got to motivate the team.
With that kill on Ori, I mean, mid is actually looking pretty good for Navi as well. Dendy's in pretty good shape, level 7 on the Kunkka. Looks like some rotations will be coming to the mid. D-ward there. Fenrir just going to head back up top.
All right, they're going to start off with the X here, though.
Torrent, boat combo coming onto the TA. Ori going to go to the grave again. A watery grave, in fact. This TA not off to a fun start.
Yeah. He was looking at it, like, he understands, you know, he's not a dumb guy. If he gets X, it's going to be the combination. He has the stick ready and everything, but the Ancient Seal was not factored in. And that's what tipped that thing over for him.
I'm sure Ori has indeed read the skills of Kunkka. Now Lil will be caught and brought down by Paparazzi. But yes. This is...
What do you want from me?
This is like...
What are we doing here?
It's almost like watching two different teams, though. Game 1 was so controlled. We're going to see now mid lane more pressure coming the way of the Naga Siren. The Torrent was off the mark, but he will get X'd back. Or will he? Are they going to have the resources to find this kill, even with the stick charges? It's healed up a little bit. Now the Urn. Going to be a close one with the concussive on the way. The Torrent connects, and yet another one. This time going the way of
top,
Navi.
though, Paparazzi and Crystallized trading, and down he goes. That's a killing spree.
Yeah, Crystallize really starting to recover. There is still a net worth advantage for the Mirana in this top lane, but the gap is closing.
That last hit's not really something we can look towards, as I said. A bit weird down there, but again,
I'm still, this bottom lane, I think this is going to be the secret weapon for Vici.
Yeah.
11 is so farmed right now. He's almost level 9, has treads, working on that blink. He's #1 on net worth. This is kind of a carry Sand King right now for me.
well, this was back in like the bigger heyday of the core Sand King, which is kind of given way, I'd say, more so to a lot of these support Sand Kings, unless you have like the Leshrac, as you said. But either way, like you used to find these big matchups from Caustic a little bit better, right? These days we don't even see Caustic, honestly.
Yeah.
So 11's loving life in this 1v1 matchup, and that just means the Blink Dagger comes online. I like that he's not going for like that drums or anything like that. I really feel like he just needs to get in the game. He's got a Templar Assassin, he's got a Mirana on his game, or on his team. You don't need this whole like drums, aura item, just because I'm a safe lane, all kinds of farm Sand King. Get the Blink, get some kills going, make some space for Ori.
Exactly. You take the farm now, and then use that farm to make space for the rest of your team and let it
I love
transition.
what Belor's doing here, right?
Leeching a little XP. Pretty smart. General hook shots in. Good night, Ori. The TA dies again, and they're going to try to snipe the Ancients. They say, hey, Dendi, we got a little present for you.
That's a good solution there from General to the Cog nerf. Don't use the Cog. That way you don't have to waste.
There you go.
Easy kill.
So they kill some of the Ancients. They don't linger around too long. Instead, they make the rotation down bottom. Leave a few Ancients standing. X, Torrent, both combo onto 11. Cogs even for a little bit of extra disable. And this Sand King will not have any options to survive. Another kill for Navi.
Navi, fantastic right now. These nice rotations from Dendi. Now, in terms of the good Kunkka games, you know, you need one of two things. You need a lot of kills, or you can also go for like some Ancient stacks. So I want to see some options here. I think the fact that you have the Kunkka against CA is actually kind of nice to try and steal those, but...
Oh, Fenrir almost in trouble here. Veller does get off the ult, but he sidesteps it. Now Lanham's rotated in. He does get pulled back by the X, but even Paparazzi's here after TPing to the Shrine. The neutral creeps working against Vici. Nice deny from Belor.
Glimpse there, though.
And now, initiation onto 11. Static Storm, Kinetic Field. This Sand King's in a lot of trouble, and Crystallize almost gets it. Beautifully done by that TP, and 11's actually still alive. Crystallize could be the one in trouble. In pretty deep, a nice stun now onto the Naga Siren. He goes back to the Morphling. 11 channels the FP, gets the stun and finds the counter kill. Beautifully done. They lose the Naga Siren, but well worth it to slow down this Morphling. Now Lil looking for the recovery kill. He will get it.
He was able to prove who the better Sand King was, at the very least. So, congratulations, 11. Meanwhile, General finds a much better lane opponent in the Jakiro. Easy kill, taunts away.
Okay. 17 to 10, looking like a 2,500 net worth lead for Navi at only the 12-minute mark. Pretty darn good start.
Remember, they were here last game. Navi fans. They are not sucked in so easily for these net worth leads. You know, you gotta do something. For this game, they have a more fun. They're set up pretty well.
The question for me is, can Ori recover? He is the big one for Vici that is really on the struggle bus. Lowest farming core right now, just picked up his power treads. He's just hiding in the jungle. I mean, this is true poverty mode for a Templar Assassin.
The question is then, like, how do Navi stop his recovery? We'd like to see some vision up around these ancient camps, but you don't necessarily need the wards. You can constantly flare, keep an eye on it.
Smoke rotations like this aren't a bad way.
This is great. You can also take them with Kunkka. Very feasible.
Very true. But who will they bump into here? The smoke gets broken by Lanham on the high ground. They do manage to plant that ward. Static Storm, Silence, and Naga will get brought down. Moonlight Shadow's been used, though. They've got the Shrine. All that glimpse across, but now the boat does connect on Ori. Looks like they are light on detection, and the TA will stay invisible. The double damage on Dendi, so Vici do need to be a little bit careful here. They don't want to man up against this Kunkka if they can avoid it.
That looked like such a great moment for Vici. You know, you're looking for this instant song, but he hesitated. I think he was trying to see if more people were trying to come for the fight first. He didn't want to waste his song necessarily, but they were pretty close. However, he obviously hesitated a bit too long, didn't get it off, and then when the TPs came through, Paparazzi ends up getting glimpsed back. So Navi will end up leaving some vision, but it is spotted by Fenrir. So this won't pan out. Basically, that smoke now results in just a kill onto the Naga.
Any other hero there? Probably a solo kill for General, but of course Mirana. That leap, very pesky, hard to lock down as clockwork. Drum now up on Dendi to go with those phase boots, level 11.
Blink here for 11. Pick it up from the side shot too.
Always a potential game changer.
Especially with Lil just kind of lurking here. He's got 15 seconds till the Static Storm, so that won't be available right away. Could be an easy pickup on the Fenrir.
Up top, absolutely. X-Torrent poke combo. He gets low, but
commit.
Song of the Siren. They actually going to be able to turn this around. There is a Disruptor hiding in the trees. He does have that Static Storm. Mirror image from the Naga, but on the other side, it's an epicenter. He jumps in, connects on 2. Big damage onto Dendi. Lil's already gone down, but now the hook shot in from General. They will turn on the Paparazzi. 11 falls, but now that Ori's here, they get the kill on Dendi. General left all alone, going blow for blow with Lanham. Even Velor now making the rotation. It's a 2 for 2, but Vici are low on resources, and Fenrir gets finished off. Lanham probably going to follow suit as the battery salt connects. Triple kill for General. Ends as a 2 for 4. The TA lives, but it's a small victory for Vici aside, or a big victory for Navi.
Yeah, not the easy kill I envisioned on Fenrir, but it actually ends up being a little bit better. 846 gold for your Clockwork at one of the most important times in the game for him. This is not a guy that really carries you through the mid game. You know, if anything, Skywrath Mage is going to start probably getting a little bit of farm post Atos, hopefully towards the Aghanim Scepter. So some gold on Clockwork is great.
Oh, now set up onto Lil as he walks into enemy territory. It looks like this may be the counter kill that Vici were hoping for. But Crystallize did finish off that tier 1 tower all the while when that fight was happening up bottom. So it was a multifaceted win for Navi. They create space for the Morphling and win.
Yeah, they're chasing him down with the Moonlight Shadow here too, hoping he'll dip back into the neutrals, and they are correct. Oh, but Fenrir pops when he places the ward.
But they might still be able to find it. A lot of setup again for that arrow on Paparazzi. The morph into strength, they don't have it, and they will not commit under the tower. Knowing that he's likely got teammates making the rotation, Vici will head back to their side of the map.
Trying to catch them on the way out.
Whoa, there's a hook shot here for General. He might be able to isolate him. It's off the mark as he gets caught by the ice path, and this will be the punishment onto the Clockwork, the vengeance from that last fight as they end his mega kill streak. Looking for more.
Turn there.
What will they find? Ward up top will get countered by Lil. He'll at least try to counter it, but it might cost him his life. He finishes off the ward. Ice Path comes in, Dual Breath will burn him down. Dire Courier says, hey guys, what's... Oh, God. He lives.
Will survive.
He's good. But 2 down on Navi, and Vici don't lose any.
Yeah, they just ran on in there. I mean, there's no boat available for Denny's, even though there with the torrent. Really capitalized.
Very back and forth game. 37 kills in 16 minutes.
I would like to see Denny try and get some more kills in right now, though. You know, you just hit level 13. It's like one of the peak moments right now for the Kunkka. You get the max out X, you get level 2 in the Goat Ship. Such heavy damage. He needs to be a part of these little gank squads going around the Clockwork and the Skywrath Mage, trying to build in towards his Shadowblade using the kills. And they have 4 great heroes right now for making space for that Morphling.
Ori, Blink Dagger now just picked up.
Okay, going for the more like playmaking kind of a TA.
Kind of has to. You know, if TA's playing ahead, you'll see that Desolator come out first a little more commonly and then back into the Blink Dagger. But here, just need that initiation tool. And he is recovering. Still bottom of the pack, but that disparity in net worth is much smaller than it was 5 minutes.
Yeah. But you've seen, like, with the sentries, too, they've been protecting that bottom ancient camp now. He just gets a stack off there. So Navi not able to put anything in to disrupt that.
Smoke rotation from Vici gets
Right
broken by
ward.
Lil on the high ground. Yeah, it's a dire ward they're standing on. Not going to find the angle, but glimpse back and hook shot it. Oh,
Nice. Oh, no, it didn't work out. They were trying to make it so he couldn't dodge the glimpse with the burrow strike.
But now the setup the other way. Here's the epicenter, the ice path. This could be bad for Navi. Lil taking huge damage. In too deep, it's the Naga Siren, so they just go 1 for 1. Not as good for Vici as it looked like it could have been.
Yeah, there's no macro pyre. He's playing, you could say, a little bit greedy. He just wants his other skills. I mean, how often do you get a 4-man ice path this early in the game? It's understandable because the song cooldown is so huge that you're not ready for those big plays, but that is a moment where you really wish you had it.
Yeah, that little bit of extra damage would have made a big difference.
It lets you get on the offensive, you know? You can start chasing people down, get a little bit aggressive.
Paparazzi does get X-Torrented here to pick up that haste rune. There's a Rod of Atos now that's been secured. The Skywrath Mage. That's a pretty early Rod of Atos for a support Skywrath.
Yeah, I think he's already got a higher net worth than his previous game on the Doom.
Yes, that's actually true. 4,500 net worth at 18 minutes. A lot of that from all of that skirmishing that happened in the lane. He's 8, 5, and 9 on Skywrath. So definitely been involved in a lot of these kills. Not the most surprising thing to see him with this farm. The Aghanim Scepter queued up. We've seen what this hero can do if he gets this kind of early farm. Kind of similar to what we saw from that Zeus in the last.
Yeah. We're already well on our way to the BKBs, though. Paparazzi just a Mithril Hammer away. Extremely early. Again, kind of the hallmark of a lot of the Chinese Dota scene the past couple of months, really. Now, I would say brought into the whole meta, honestly. But yeah, there's your replay there. And of course, hard to believe this didn't go any better for them, but it didn't really have the additional damage to go with.
Yeah, it's an Ice Path on 2. The Breathe Fire comes in, or the Dual Breath, rather.
And I guess it is just the cogs, you know? You get completely cut off, and then 11's like, yes.
Good positioning from the Clockwork.
Speaking of which, you know, he's just cleaning up some farm in the tower right now. What's the plan here, Clock? You really want to be hitting creeps right now? You find some heroes.
It seems like it. I mean, this has been a very action-packed game, and both teams seem fairly happy to let things settle down just a little bit, especially if you're Navi. Your Morphling is #1 on net worth by a small margin, but he's so close to this Linken's, and that is the item that allows this hero to start at least participating in fights if the opportunity seems good, and E-Blade will be up next after that. Stock standard Morphling.
They've also been flaring over Roche, too, from General, just kind of keeping an eye on what they're up to.
Smoke catches Lil, sets up for the arrow, and it looks like they'll be able to bring him down. Mystic Flare, that's pretty decent damage to the Sand King, but not enough for a counter kill.
I'll take your tribute.
I like that play from Vici, knowing that they're probably going to be going for those bounty runes, making that rotation right on time.
It just feels so awkward that Dendy's like hitting a small camp with his Shadowblade drums. Everything off cooldown. They don't seem to be able to find these moments.
I'm tempted to agree with you there. I mean, even though I said they're okay to slow this down, you can't always do that 4+1. They've got a great forming squad and ton kills.
It looks like they're going to get it now. So everyone's just kind of waiting till we're all grouped out. Obviously, with the death of Lil, it's not like many opportunities in that moment, but it still kind of feels like they've missed a little bit of a step here in the early game. Going to fix it.
Thought they were going to walk into Roche for a second there. They've got the double damage rune on Dendy, and they do have a Solar Crest up on Clockwork.
That Nugget, nice ward from Lil to prep this.
For a hook shot, perhaps, to initiate.
He's always so far ahead. Top leads at the next smoke now.
Pretty costly rotation from Navi if they don't find anything
from
here.
the Radiant. It spots the Clockwork. And that means they'll just back away. They kind of know that, obviously with Crystallized Seeking the tower like that, you kind of assume what's going on. So the split pressure is great from Fenrir.
The tier 1 tower goes down. Fenrir, could he be in some trouble? Hook shot comes. Lana nearby. He's just going to let Fenrir go. All the while up top, 11 pressuring that tier 1 tower, so it will at least be a tower trade from the perspective of Vici. BKB, first item on Paparazzi's Mirana, now complete.
Didn't go in towards that instant Maelstrom that we've been seeing quite a bit from them. I wouldn't be too surprised to see it next. Currently, he actually has the Dragonlance though, so.
First real item for TBA after the Blink. That's the Desolator. Blink back to disjoint that Atos.
Not really a amazing TA game, of course. You know, 1K lead for Navi, really, you're hoping for VG to have like a 3 or 4K kind of lead right now. You know, you're playing a TA game, you think she's going to be well ahead, you're snowballing, you're doing some Dota stuff. Not really the case. So, Ori's still trying to find his way into this one. So, 3-1, hard to believe.
Now movement to the top lane, the Sand King gets caught. Crystallize on the Morphling makes it an easy layup for the team. Another kill going the way of Navi. Paparazzi in a little bit of an awkward spot in the trees, but has some PPs. He'll be able to make it out. Never feels good to go BKB, first item on Mirana, but this game feels definitely like a smart pickup. So much magic damage, and of course Kunkka is sort of a counter to Mirana in that regard. Once she gets caught with the Yak here.
Yeah, exactly. Have an option, honestly. So, would be just the comparative single time.
And point blank hook shot from General. Nice cogs to try to push him back. Paparazzi does have some leaps, and he will head back. Limps
next to the cogs.
Still 2 more. Ice Path helps him out. Moonlight Shadow's been used. Also a Dust deployed by Navi. No kill following that pick on 11.
Then he's not really able to factor in, obviously, majority of the damage in these situations right now.
But Navi trying to make plays happen. Last couple rotations, not super successful. Picking off the Sand King, not bad, but doesn't really do too much for you either. The rest of Vici pretty okay to just farm right through that.
They've got the song, maybe feeling confident to try and push forward here. Make use of this liquid fire.
This Desolator on TA is just so scary. A lot of squishy heroes on Navi, and now she has the ability to just pop them.
Dendi here with the Shadow Blade. What's our detection situation like here? Any sentries nearby? I don't think they have any. Yeah, they actually don't.
Hook shot hits a creep, actually. Not ideal for General. There's the Song of the Siren. Another good set of cogs kind of break this fight in half. And Dendi still isolated up top. The boat's going to fly through. Ori, rather. He goes down straight away. Paparazzi pops the BKB. He'll make it out, but now Fenrir in big trouble. He gets brought down. They catch one more. It's going to be 11. He does have a Yule's Scepter, and he's able to blink out. So 2 down, but Ori just died immediately. It looked like a really good song, but again, General with impeccable power cog.
Yeah, and although we've kind of been harping a little bit on Dendi and the crew just because of like trying to get things going, but at the same time, because of the way they've itemized for the Mirana, they also are feeling this pressure to try and make things happen. She wants to use this BKB. They want to use this hero to pressure towers, and I think they thought the song would be enough to back it up. You kind of imagine how they would, but they just have such great angles of initiation because of the clockwork, like amazing range for him to go in from, and then you also just have the Kunkka too. Like that is massive range with level 4X. Fill it with 1,000. Paparazzi's ratting opportunity here, though, is not scouted by Lil.
Get out. Oh, Paparazzi not able to grab that bounty rune, and surprise, surprise, Dendi was lingering by.
Oh.
X-Torrent is off the mark. That's unfortunate. Probably would have been a freebie on the bottom.
Yeah.
Instead, 11 takes another X.
What?
Torrent still on cooldown. That was peculiar, but now stun onto Dendi. Into the ice path. Oh no, crystallized. That's not where you wanted to go. Arrow on top of the macro fire. Disastrous for these two Navi cores. No rotations inbound, and they will both fall.
I need the Fog and Owen clip there. The what just happened?
That was bizarre across the board, but at the end of it, the waveform into the ice path, macro pyre arrow, definitely not what you want to do.
Yeah, all for a bounty ring.
That
They're
they
worth
didn't
some
get.
gold. Hey, Kunkka did get his. He bottled that.
Okay, he got the first one, but
Yeah, come on now.
the second one did go
Show
the way
some
of 11.
respect. But either way, it's Dota 2 time. Oh, the flare. Everyone wait.
It's
Everyone
Dota
hold.
2 time, Trent.
What are
We're
you
going into
doing?
Roche.
Why? What are you doing, 11? You can't hit when the flare's over. You wait until after, then you hit it. He would have just fired right away anyway. It's fine.
Well,
I'm
this is
just
that
kidding.
awkward window, though, right? Buyback available on Morphling. Absolutely don't want to use it with 5 seconds left. Will they be able to kill it fast enough? The analysis is no.
They don't have song.
Even with the minus armor, yep.
Relax. Get your song back. Chill out. Then go in for it.
All right. Slow and steady. A good thought from Beach to try to make that play into the pit, but General 1 step ahead of him.
Hey, if you get a buyback, I mean, that would have been great.
Gyrath with about 2,100 gold, making some pretty good progress towards that Aghanim Scepter. Really increasing the damage output from Navi in these team fights if he can grab it.
He's getting a lot of farm, but also both of the supports on the rating. You know, you have this position 5, Lil, he's not getting much at all this game compared to Lanham and Fenrir. I mean, Fenrir's over here throwing some liquid fire onto some neutral camps. You know, stack going, he's getting rich too. He has a 4-staff done up against this clockwork. Someone had to do it. And
Yeah.
this is just fantastic for them.
Absolutely. Ori has really recovered, though. TA is only 600 net worth behind the Morphling. He's just slowly clawing his way back into this game. A BKB is queued up. He's going to have it before too long.
Top,
Hook shot there, but... Yeah. But at the same token, Morphling is working on the E-Blade. Not going to have that window where he can just destroy this TA before Magic Immunity, so looking to be pretty well-timed, that Vici mid laner. Speaking of Vici, they do smoke in the mid.
What's our angle here? Going to
Looks
utilize
like
the fact they took down the tower.
Wrap
around, yeah. Go up that back staircase. Lil. Moonlight Shadow to boot. Very sneaky here. Sentry Ward is down.
And see it?
Yeah, he saw it.
Kinetic Field, he's still going to get caught, it looks like. Arrow from across the way. We'll secure the kill for Paparazzi, but all things considered, Navi have to be fairly happy with that.
Yeah, that's not the hero they wanted. They want the Kunkka. Kunkka or the Clockwork would be kind of the dream heroes for this Roche. Disruptor, although good, not quite enough. Especially when you would assume he'd have buyback. So ridiculously.
He doesn't, but
No. And that might hurt
Arrow
them here.
set up onto Clockwork from that beautiful Sand King. Will they have the damage to finish off the kills? Like Velor dies on the backside, but General gets force stabbed away. The defensive hook shot to Dendi might be enough to keep him alive. So they do find the Skywrath on the other side. Another quick pick. Is this enough? Vici to want to move into the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Pinged out.
Just use the hook shot. Just use the boat. Get in there quick. You got the Desolator.
And you have Song.
Yeah. You're not quite fortunate enough for the DD room, sadly. But that's okay. You got a Templar set.
He's coming, though. Yeah, without the hook shot, this isn't too scary.
They're
but
just hoping the flare will scare them.
they rocket
Honestly,
flare away.
Like, 11 can't be here. He's too low.
Well, this is a little risky.
Yeah, it's not quite fast enough.
Navi are going to charge in. 11's getting very low. He gets finished off first. Now Lanham and Ori also getting brought down. It's 3 dead.
What is happening?
Buyback used by the Sand King, but they're just going to hand Roche on a silver platter to Navi. And just like that, Navi are right back in this game. It's a 2,500 net worth swing, plus they get Roche and the Aegis now on Crystallize.
Wow.
Bottom, Paparazzi.
He might even be in trouble here because, of course, Hookshot is back.
Does have to use the BKB, but scary against the Clockwork with Hookshot and a Force Staff. Rocket Flare, not going to give him the vision. Nice little leap in free line. So Bottom lives, but...
That Roche fight,
Yeah,
we got to see
here's
this
the
one
replay.
again. So, again, this green on the song has really been murdering them. Yeah, I have to say.
And this is the second time now.
So, first off, 11 very low. They have the earn charges on Lan M, not using them to bring up 11. He used it on himself there. Like, sorry, buddy. You're not important. And then he goes for the song. Oh, no, I don't think so. That is the stolen Jakiro Ice Path coming through in the clutch. Get them the Roche.
Beautifully done. Now back into the game. Hook shot onto the Sand King. Fenrir getting isolated. The Disruptor's getting low. They'll at least go 1 for 1. But Navi might be able to find more. They've got the reinforcements. Limited on detection as Moonlight Shadow's been deployed. Now it's Vici that are on the hunt. They know Navi can't see him, and 11 sets it up. Lincoln's gets broken, Arrow connects, but the boat is going to fly across the fray. Does not connect, but it's enough to push Vici back. Now General in the front line. Does have some power cogs available, but no hook shot. BKB used from Dendi. They bring in the kill on 11, and again, the song doesn't really do that much. The BKB, Dendi stays alive through it. Arrow connects to slow him down. And now Vici are just on retreat.
Won't be another X here to keep the chase going, so... Again, though, that was the dieback Sand King. His net worth is tanking. This was that guy. Remember how well he started? This is the top net worth Sand King. Where was that Clockwork? Bottom of the barrel. Where is he now? General on top.
How quickly the turntables, Trent.
DJ General.
This is not looking great for Vici. 6K net worth for Navi, and what's really scary is this Morphling. Crystallize is online with a BKB, and now that E-Blade is going to be coming up next, not that far away, only about 1,200 gold to go.
Yeah, he's a whole new beast now. Like, the way Crystallize's been playing, he's not really playing this, like, Morphling traditional kind of a deal, right? He's still going to have that shotgun combination, but the way he's been copying and using these spells has been amazing.
Zero looking for the TP, makes it out. Nice heads-up play there.
But again, as you said, TP's out, heads away, so we can head right into that tower. We got 2 catapults here. It's go time.
Of course, 1 TP up top, Ori trying to split push, but General has a hook shot. If he can find him here, interrupt this TP, it could be bad for Ori, but not going to find him.
That was another long TP. He makes way to the bottom lane. They have smoked up to try and defend this here.
Uh-oh. Flies, loses to Lincoln's.
Radiant's bottom tower was denied.
Be able to catch anyone else, it seems. Still in pursuit. 11 smoked up in the front lines. Flies farming the Ancients. They're on the high ground. They set this up. They break the Lincoln.
They don't have Ori.
They dunk it again onto the with the arrow, and that's the end of the Aegis. But will there be a cleanup from Navi? The dust is used. Paparazzi blinks in. Big time damage here on Crystallize as he goes in deep, but the BKB gets popped, and now it's Lanham that gets turned on. Paparazzi tries the BKB to live, but he might not be so lucky. He finally gets finished off. They did get the kill on Velor, but Ori's in pretty deep here with the BKB. 11 with the epicenter. It might be enough. Crystallize is so low, but he does still survive for now. TA getting stunned up, and he's able to make it away. 11 gets killed. Fenrir locked inside the cogs. He'll get brought down. Ori, the final survivor of Vici Gaming. He wants to find Crystallize, but he can't do it. Those burrow strikes are non-stop, and all 5 of Vici are down. Navi showing hope for fans around the world. Their tournament life on the line, they come in big.
It feels like Vici are just not on the same page. They can't seem to figure out what the plan is. I mean, maybe the plan was that Ori shows. He denies the tower, he starts hitting the waves, and Navi are supposed to think, oh, okay, they're not chasing after us. But even so, he's so late getting that fight. He is your net worth right now. He is your damage. I don't know if you can afford to do these kind of plays.
Do you have a replay here?
Look
Excellent
how close you
beginning for Vici, right?
It
Break
looks
down
great.
that
He goes
Aegis.
down instantly.
They've hit these arrow combos so many times, but then the turn comes. 11 almost survives. You think, wow, they've got the Morphling isolated. This is great, but all of a sudden, the BKB, the ultimate comes, and Morphling just turns.
I mean, Ori eventually gets there and cleans up Velor. Story of Velor's life so far, but at that point, everyone else just starts falling down. And 11 just loses. I mean, 11 almost died at the very beginning of the fight. That would have been even worse for Stivey game. He managed to survive there, and obviously Crystallize almost dies in the TA trap, but he uses the Morph once again.
And even if you kill the Morphling there, still such a devastating fight for Vici. Losing a lot of this momentum, and they don't have the hardest carries. Mirana, TA, not the hero duo, or the core duo that you're really confident going late game against a Morphling Funko.
No, especially when you've had to itemize so defensively up until this point. Like Paparazzi, you get into this Dragonlance, you think things like, okay, not bad, but then yourself just like, you know, you don't get a hurricane bug out of it. You had to build B, so basically just nil.
And now this is where Navi really starts to scale into that late game a little bit better. The Crystallis is completed on Dendi. He's going to be going for a Daedalus, so the big time right clicks from Kunkka are a reality, and of course that Ethereal Blade that we've talked about so much is up on Morph. Now he has the ability to pop people in the back lines and do some big time burst damage. That window where Vici should have an easy advantage has kind of closed. Now the clockwork up top.
11 goes for the cheeky play in the tower, but General did get that denied.
Yeah, nice little deny there.
Very important.
I don't know if Vici really want to commit to this. They're pretty deep in enemy territory and pretty
General,
easy for Navi to rotate.
Boy needs some dust. Your clock.
With
My
that.
dude. It is time. You're against the Mirana draft.
Clockwork.
That's kind of your role.
My main man.
Yeah. Get in there.
Get some detection. Well, what do we do if we're Vici Gaming right now, Trent? It's not an insurmountable lead, 7K net worth, but what's the game plan?
Naga Song, Meteor Hammer,
Well,
win
that's
Dota 2.
That's a step.
Yep, he's got the Bassy, you know. Maybe Landham's been a little bit weak on the song so far, but let me tell you, hey, idiot-proof a song. You get a Bassy, you get a Meteor Hammer, some heroes are in trouble. Get some combo stuns going. What are my BKBs on the dire side? I got Dendi, looking good 8 seconds. I got Crystallize at 9 seconds. Okay, those are not the heroes you want to go for. Oh, how about General? 10 seconds. Uh-oh. Maybe we do have some problems.
Big negative there, Ghost Rider on that Meteor Hammer having a big impact, at least in the immediate future. Very scary. Mirana working on the Mjolnir up next, so that'll be queued up. And EA, what's on the docket for her? It's the Nullifier. And this time, it is a Nullifier.
Okay, yeah. Good on you. They have some annoying stuff, though. They have a lot of split push going on, of course. They can clear waves of the Hero, the Naga Siren, the Sand King, and the Templar Assassin, and, oh, well, also Mirana. So all 5 heroes. In and out, blowing stuff up, and, of course, TA doesn't even have to be there. The way traps work now, very irritating to play against, as that Nullifier is picked up. And Nullifier is that one thing that can just be like, yeah, we don't care.
It's a
what
game
your net
changer.
worth is.
Yeah,
You're dead.
so it truly is. So it gives the X factor to Vici, and maybe they can start regaining control of this game. Bottom tier 2 tower goes down for Navi, but it's looking like it'll be a tower trade, as up top they are pressuring this tier 2. The last outer tower of the game, nothing but tier 3s remain for both sides.
Yeah, we just got our Roche timer here. It's going to be 2.5 minutes, so we're going to be playing for that. Of course, there's an innate advantage to Vici Gaming. They're going to have the trap inside. I think Navi not quite on the ball right now, just not thinking about that. And D-Ward, of course.
Got the TA, and they are also Radiant, which, as we've discussed, is seen as a little bit of an advantage. I think that stat was like 45-55, favoring Radiant win rate this tournament.
Yeah,
Definitely Definitely the better position to be in, especially if you're a little bit behind. Just slightly easier to control this area of the map around the pit. A small advantage.
Yes.
Very
minimal. Dandy looking to wipe that out, though. The Data so he's already
And
getting some pretty big hits
double
in.
damage in the bottle. Ooh. Probably won't get
Oh,
to use
there.
it.
He's practicing down bomb. 12:53 right
That's
now
not
on
too
the
bad.
wave. Yep. Take that. Okay, so no dust. General went for the gem. I like it.
Okay.
Not here in time, though. They can like shadow in, but they don't find anything.
Hero also has a gem. Side of B.
Okay.
Both sides with a lot of detection. Both sides with detection.
Nice way to try and clear out these for the
Yeah. Expect to see
rewards.
some D war.
Yeah, the TA traps, though, again, very important. So
Still a minute on Roche, but Navi smoked up, trying to take control of the area. Drawings there on the mini-map as both teams highlighting how important this next big fight is.
yeah, the only problem there is that they smoked up in general, destroyed the TA trap, and then they kind of just started pinging and circling them, and they ran away. So
Right. Self X on Dendy.
30.
Risk-free creep clear.
30 seconds. Still Roche time.
Paparazzi up top. Living life on the edge.
Oh, this is
TP
some-
out. Oh, the glimpse gets there in time, but he's got a BKB.
Yeah, we all knew it had to be the hook. It is the only way. A little bit of liquid, you know, the moments there. TPing up in the tree line. Navi,
That's-
we're almost doing it.
Playing with fire. Yeah, that's a really scary time to get picked off there. But now it goes the other way. Lil, he walks in by himself and they catch him. Lanham on the other side. There's the song of the siren we were talking about.
Right.
Isolates the team from saving the disruptor. He does not have a buyback either. Ice path on 2. There's the dual breath. The clockwork's the focus of this fight.
Can't get the BKB off.
The boat comes through and it looks like the Naga will get killed. A 1-for-1.
Can't commit into that, though. They don't feel comfortable enough. Even the BKB, the nullifier, everything ready and available. Finally, the BKB goes from General.
Yep, used by General, and now 11 might be in some trouble. He does have a Yule, but the point-blank hook shot, he tries to bro strike away, but gets brought down by the Mystic Flare. Now Crystallized, jumping forward, does get repelled by the TA. What looked really good for Vici, again, ends up favoring Navi, and it does even force a buyback out of the Naga Siren despite not having an ultimate.
Yeah, it felt like it was going to be just like Disruptor's down, we back away, maybe try and force the buyback out of him, and then somehow it works out that Lanham's buying back after he goes down. The song just like, it didn't feel that great, you know?
Yeah.
You want that song for the Roche fight, not necessarily, and maybe if you can wipe 3 or 4 heroes here, then you can get into the pit, but it was not quite the perfect situation, perhaps more of a,
How did they
defensive
kill this
one.
Morphling? I mean, this is the second fight now where they have a pretty good setup. They put a lot of damage into him, and Crystallize isn't even really that close to dying. I think this is just going to get worse. I mean, he's got Lincoln's BKB E-Blade, now a Scotty coming up next. Where's their damage coming?
Well, you think TA, and then you realize that he's got 48 armor, which is about 70% physical resistance, and you think, oh, that is a problem, man. What are they going to do? Because when he has BKB going, he's practically invincible.
Yeah. TA does have a potential solution here. She's got the Bloodthorn queued up to go with the Nullifier, so Ori is going to decide to just purchase a Doom.
Yep, that's good.
And that is definitely a tool that could work. I
Probably
think
get
they're
more
going to the
Dooms
right
off
place.
than Belor did, I would imagine.
You're probably right. But Epicenter from 11 sets it up. Ori jumps in with the BKB on. There's the Meteor Hammer. Dendy goes down first, but Crystallize is looking healthy, and Ori is in big trouble. He's still alive, but Song of the Siren actually saves him with 30 HP until the flare from General secures the kill. Now the buyback's used. Dendy's already used his. Skywrath gets locked down, and Roach is just running back and forth. Disruptor in the pit. He'll stay alive for now, but this Morphling is having an absolute field day. Nothing slowing him down. Buyback from the Skywrath. Both teams using all of their resources to control this area. They want Roche.
Need that Aegis, need that cheese. Dendy just inside the pit, not where he really wants to be at the moment. He's trying to play that outside line.
2 buybacks used by Navi, 1 used by Vici. It is a net worth gain, well, loss for Navi, I suppose. The trade favors the Radiant, but it just feels like in all these fights, Navi really are in the driver's seat. It's a little bit easier for them. If Vici get a catch just like that, Epicenter on 3, they have a chance in these fights, but in a straight-up 5v5 engagement, it just feels like Navi have so much more damage. They just walk straight into the pit.
Crystallize is so terrifying, though. So many great steals. And that fight, he had the refraction going for him, too. As the arrow sails through. It's only Sky.
But Roche is still standing, 800 HP. BKBs get popped, it could still get sniped. Dendi picks up the Aegis as the Dire kill Roche. Paparazzi's gonna be the one that dies first, it looks like, as his BKB expires. Ori able to blink back, but it's a big victory for Navi.
Very greedy play from Paparazzi. He tries to snag something, but he will just die. The keys goes to Morph, the Aegis to Dendi, and he takes a kill on Fenrir to boot.
Absolutely. High ground siege could be imminent. No buyback available on the bottom. Short just a little bit of gold. Glimpse into the kinetic field.
Are they
That's a
doing it?
dieback on 11. They've got a 5v3 for 45 seconds with an Aegis and Cheese. If there was a time to do it, this is it, Navi. A lot to prove to the world here after a rough game one, and
Rough
they look
game one, you
good
mean a
in
rough
game two.
6 games so far. Things have not been
It's
going
been a
that
rough
well.
couple months for Navi, Trent, and this is their sign of redemption. Or is it Lana
no,
with
the
the
two
setup?
non-BKBs.
Fenrir. It's not enough damage, perhaps. Velor goes down first, but they lose the Jakiro. Ori out deep. No BKB for 1 second, and this TA's down. No buyback. 115 in the grave, and that's it, baby. Navi do it. We're going to the ace match. The Sayori prediction comes true, and the hope for CIS fans around the world live.
Oh man, items being dropped, destroyed. The celebration is real here from Lil. His old classic, man, that guy's been
What a game, Trent. The series that everyone thought would be a blowout has turned into be one hell of a nail biter.
great one to watch, man. Navi, they just, that Morph, what